Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. In tonight's video, I want to review The Spy Who Dumped Me on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now let's get straight into the movie on this one. Now I was actually pretty excited to see this movie. I'm a fan of Mila Kunis, I'm a fan of Kate McKinnon, and overall I do like this spy genre that Melissa McCarthy's movies started originally, but the problem is I don't think that anybody executed it quite good as she did. I think that movie was hilarious. But let's get to this movie. I'm gonna say I was pretty disappointed with this movie. I don't think the jokes really fully landed. Some did. I think I'm gonna have to give it a rewatch to maybe appreciate the jokes more, hoping they land a bit more, but the jokes just felt a bit flat and a bit all over the place to me. Some of them were very good, some of them were okay, but overall, as a comedy, I just didn't think it was too great, but I did find this to be a pretty good action movie with pretty great action sequences. Now let's get to the picture quality on this one. So this is a 2K digital intermediate upscale to 4K, and we get a decent increase here in detail on the usual suspects such as landscape, close-ups on clothing. But the thing is, this is not a major increase over the Blu-ray. Comparing the Blu-ray to the 4K, you're not going to see a monumental increase here. Where you're going to see the bigger increase here is the HDR and Dolby Vision, which we'll get to. The depth is a standout here, and I will say that is noticeable right from the title sequence where you have the spy who dumped me and an explosion coming at you. It does give a 3D effect, and separating foreground from the background is definitely more distinguishable on the 4K mix. So now let's get to the HDR. The HDR was definitely the star of the show here and made colors a lot more punchier in most of the scenes. And the reason I say most of the scenes is the UHD differs from the Blu-ray in there's certain scenes with Justin Theroux's character that almost look like they're black and white. It's like a very grayish tone, and it doesn't look bad by any means. It just looks very different from the Blu-ray. It is very detailed. The colors definitely pop. There's more nuances to it, but it's just a different color. It's definitely colder overall, and it almost looks like a black and white film, so just something to keep in mind. But HDR is definitely a standout here with punchy colors, especially during the explosions and even on things like the outfits, and definitely in the third act at that carnival. Now let's get to the audio aspect on this. So we get a Dolby Atmos track on this, and that's actually another standout on this disc. I thought the Atmos track was great on this. The overheads were utilized great whenever the explosions were around. This was a great dynamic mix, didn't need to turn it up at all. Vocals were also well represented, and overall great mix with good use of surrounds and overheads. So anyway guys, I do give this one a good review, but I'm going to say just as a movie, and just because it's not necessarily needed on 4K at the moment with so many good releases, to wait for a sale on this one. I'm not going to say that it's a bad transfer at all, because it's not. I think the audio is good. I think the HDR is good here, but I just think it could wait for a sale at the current time with so many good releases coming up. So on that note, I just want to say that I will have a video coming up with this month's releases. I'll be doing it monthly, so I'll be doing all of November's releases, so it'll be what you guys are looking forward to and what I'm looking forward to, and letting you guys know which disc I'll be covering for the month. If you guys want to purchase this, please use the link in the description. That helps me out, helps me get more 4K movies to review for you. Have a good night guys, and let me know what you think of this disc below.